Yeah, I am definitely excited to see this follow up. I know maybe some people are a little tired of zombies, but I think if you have the right story to it, the right cast to it, it's still great. There's still a lot of great zombie movies that are coming out, even though The Walking Dead's dying out. But there's been a lot of great films like Transposon. So I'm excited to see what this has to offer to the genre.
Well, thanks, man. I mean, and that's kind of the big thing. If you look at like a lot of Romero's films, especially like like Night, Dawn, or Day, it's not even so much about the zombies; it's more about the characters, and that's one of the key things. I mean, Day of the Dead is one of my favorite films of all time. I absolutely adore the film, and but that film, it's the zombies are there, but it's mainly about the people. It's about the characters and what they're going through and the evolution that happens, basically, from the first film to the second film, and then where we are in that world in that third film. And that's what I'm trying to implement into this, is that this is more characters. The zombies are there, it is graphic, it is gory, that is all going to be there, but the main thing is that you got to care about the characters. You know what I mean? So, and one of the big things that people have been asking, I guess, is is this just going to be like one of those sequels where like the characters from the original or the people, the names, the because they're not playing the same characters, but with Laurie Terry Jarth are just cameos. And no, they are actually the leads of this movie. This is not just they're in it for 2 seconds and they wave and then they go, okay, now we're off. So it is yeah, and I'm biting my tongue because of my producers are probably listening to me right now with a laser pointed rifle. But there's tons of surprises in there. We're going to have some great name actors in there. We're also having more Romero alumni in there that we can't say. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm love zombie films. I love horror in general. I mean, I literally walk around wearing horror shirts all the time. But yeah, and yeah, I'm
Marcus, with this movie, is this a direct sequel to the first one, or is it which one in the Romero Dead films are you kind of continuing on from?
So it is going to be continuing from the original.
Oh,
But but it's basically, the best way to describe it is that it's a sequel to Night of the Living Dead, the same way Dawn of the Dead is a sequel to Night of the Living Dead, or Day of the Dead is a sequel to Dawn of the Dead, where
nice.
it's in that world, but it's its own original story. It's its own separate, you know, tale. You know what I mean? So it's like, will there be things from Night of the Living Dead in there? Yes. But will it be, will we? I can't really say that much, but
No, no, no. I
yeah,
understand. I
the
understand.
short answer of the question is, it's its own thing, but it is,
Nice.
yeah, yeah.
And now tapping into that, like as you're getting started, and it's pre-production right now, but as a director, you're stepping in, and that's a major franchise that you're stepping into and making a sequel for. And if I believe, you would be the first one to have a direct sequel that Romero didn't direct. Am I correct? Or
To, I mean, so Romero did 6 of them, but there have been, for a while there, the licensing for Night of the Living Dead was public domain. So there's been a plethora of other Night of the Living Deads. It's actually, I believe, this is according to Wikipedia, so who knows? It's the internet. Um, but Night of the Living Dead is the most remade, um, re-edited, revisioned, re-everything film of all time. Um,
oof.
but there has been sequels to other Romero films. They did like a Day of the Dead 2, Contagium. They've done
Mm.
different ones without Romero. They rebooted and then sequeled. A lot of it was with Day of the Dead. Yeah, I mean, this particular film, I really wanted to stand on its own. I really wanted to be something that people watch and enjoy, and they can escape from the realities. But also, it's got it has all the flavors that the Romero Dead films will have. political commentary, the amazing gore, some great performances, and it's a really good packed script with a lot of stuff. And
Nice.
And we're me and the whole team behind it. We're working with a lot of people from Terrifier, and a lot of people, because we also all did Stream together as well, which is another film. And
I will give it to you. One thing I really appreciate that you said, being a huge fan of the original, is that you want to focus on the characters, which is what Romero very much was all about. The zombies were just there, and he loved playing with the special effects, but he was about those characters. So I'm glad to hear you say that for sure.
Oh yeah, see, but that's the thing. It's like I love The Walking Dead. I do. It's had its good days, it's had its bad days, and I think it came back with that Whisper War. I don't want to spoil anything, but the thing about any type of story, any type of films, the reason that, I was watching Bruce Campbell doing a Q&A, and he was talking about how they never intended Ash to become the hero of the series. He was dead, at the spoilers if you haven't seen the film from the 80s. But then when they did the sequel, they brought him back, because people really loved the character and stuff like that. But they never envisioned this Ash character to be this amazing, hero from beyond everything. And that's good writing. That's a good character. And that's the thing. You want people to love the characters. You want people to feel for the characters, because then when something happens to them, it's gut wrenching. And I don't want to just, have 100 people and then just have them all just get killed and be like, cool, we threw all our money, on this and that, and on the effects, and which is great. I love effects and I love gore and I love all that. But if I don't care about the characters, then there's no point. And when it comes to every, you look at everything Romero did, it was always about characters. I rewatched recent Monkey Shines, which I think is an underrated Romero film. I know a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Sorry, if you guys are hearing that chirping, that's my bird having a temper tantrum. So I'm sorry. But Monkey Shines, it's such a character-based piece, and to me, I love that film. It's just it's a crazy storyline about this monkey that's staying with this guy who can't move because he's a paraplegic, and it's such a great character study with this one actor who's really basically stuck in one position. And I just love watching that type of thing. I love falling for characters. One of my favorite shows is Breaking Bad, which is easily and arguably has some of the best characters across the board. Maybe almost being topped by Better Call Saul. I don't know. We'll see how the season ends.
But even then, it's like so many of them are from Breaking Bad.
Exactly. And they, most spin-offs, you're like, but Better Call Saul's like, it's getting better and better and better. And I'm like, how are you? I don't understand. This is technically season 10 of this world, and you're just making it better. I'm losing my mind. There's one episode left to the mid-season finale, and I can't. I'm like, Bob Odenkirk is incredible. Jonathan Banks, Rhea Seaborn, everybody in this is just, it's insane. I don't want to spoil anything for Breaking.
Yeah, please don't. I have to start watching it. I have to start watching this season. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude. I don't know how you've avoided that. I would do it. I'd get it on before you go onto Facebook and something gets.
Very fair.
Yeah.
All right, so let's jump into things.